In this video, I will explain the 10 rules that will allow you to grow as a person and build the life you want. Remember that this is a long process, and it is important to enjoy it. First of all, it's important to emphasize that this personal growth will naturally occur in every human being. This rules will speed it up in order to become the greatest version of yourself faster and aiming to be successful. Be tenacious. You won't lose until you give up. If you don't give up, you don't lose. If you don't lose, you will eventually win. Most winners are losers who never gave up. The key to victory is to lose 1,000 times and get up 1,000 times. Don't let your brain control you. Control your brain. Emotions are unavoidable. You can't delete them. Learn to accept them. Never react to them. Act the same way if you feel happy, sad, angry, surprised, scared. Emotions can be very strong, but you have to learn to understand them, feel them, but go your way without letting them affect you in any way. Choose your thoughts. Thoughts are practically the most important thing. Pick a bad thought, repeat it day after day, get into a loop, a spiral, and you're lost. Sometimes we tend to have bad thoughts because of our environment, our past experiences, but we must forget these thoughts, not only because they are not useful and sink us, but because we were born in this universe with totally random circumstances, and we are not even remotely to blame for finding ourselves in the situation in which we find ourselves. But we do have the possibility to change it. And that is why we will choose all those thoughts that are useful and bring us closer to the life we want. Don't see pain as something bad. Change your perspective about pain. Pain motivates us to change the situation in which we find ourselves. Pain is bad temporarily, but in the long run, it makes us stronger people if we know how to use it. We must use pain as fuel. No tree can grow to heaven unless his roots grow down to hell. Don't let other people determine your worth or say they think they know how you are. Don't let them influence you. Most people only speak from envy and want to bring you down to their level so they don't feel bad about themselves. Especially when you start getting results, they will lash out at you as much as they can. Being told you can't make it should only be one more reason for you to make it. Don't let your behavior start to resemble theirs. Remember who you are and the dream you are fighting for. Most people don't have the strength, nor do they plan to sacrifice anything for what they dream of. You are willing to think that it is a reality and not a dream. Don't let your past self or negative experiences stop you. First of all, remember that time is relative. At this very moment, you could be a completely different person. Right now, you can start over. Right now, everything that has happened to you up to this day is irrelevant to your being. Think of your scars as reminders of why you have to become stronger, nothing more. In this world, there is only the present. Start to see every second as an opportunity to develop and enjoy this process. Never stop learning, no matter how fast you go. The moment you stop, others have the opportunity to surpass you. Remember that strength, whether physical or mental, is an ongoing process and not a fixed state. There will always be challenges and opportunities for growth throughout life. In addition, it is important to balance the pursuit of strength with taking care of your physical and emotional well-being. Don't focus on what you can't do. There will be thousands, if not millions and millions that you physically can't do, whether due to genetics, birth, location, etc. Focus on those things which you can do. Learn to rest, even though we may not like it, we are human beings. Even the strongest have to take one step back to take 2 steps forward. We must understand that our body and brain have needs, and we have to listen to them before following our path. Focus on the things you are good at. Just realizing what you are good at and what you like is a very long process. Identify them very well, even if it takes some more time. It is important that you know perfectly what things you are good at genetically and since you were born, and polish them to the maximum to make sure that no one can be better than you at it. Of course, it will be very difficult, but a trick to achieve this is to focus on two subjects that you are very good at and mix them. This will make the chances of someone being better than you at it very small. The more things you mix and you can include that you are good at, the better.